Good afternoon. My name is Rick Churches, the Deputy Fire Chief of the Odessa Fire Department. We're going to do this afternoon, we're going to do a short segment on a little fire prevention. This Fire Prevention Week is coming up on us, and it's the 9th through the 15th of October. And we're going to talk about a few items that were very high on our list to be able to make sure that everybody's aware of. One being smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms, and the other part of that is having escape plans. Everybody needs to have both. If once these alarms activate, you need to get out of the residence, dial 911, make sure everybody's safe. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Over the years, the smoke alarms have come around to where the idea behind them has improved greatly from when they used to be a bell or a klaxon where the heat would activate them. Now they have come a long ways to where the smoke alarms are even that you don't have to worry about the batteries in them. They come with a 10-year life battery in them. The smoke alarms are mounted, and then when they finally reach their usefulness, you just toss them and we'll get another one. The carbon monoxide alarms are along the same line. I not believe they have the 10-year battery in them. They do, and also the only thing about these alarms is they do have a shelf life. So 10 years is probably the shelf life of both alarms. Carbon monoxide, smoke detectors, both going off, sound similar, but they are different. So one of the things about the smoke alarm, when it rings, and it's an activated alarm, it's 3 beeps, beep, beep, beep. The carbon monoxide alarm, when it rings, it's 4 beeps. It's going to be 4 tones, 1, beep, 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 beep. So that you can tell the difference between the two. Both of them you should be getting out of the house. Both of them you should make sure that everybody's accounted for. Both of them you should be calling 911. Smoke alarms and the CO alarms on the back of them have instruction manufacturer's recommendations of where they should be placed and tested on a regular basis. So there's test buttons on the smoke alarms. So that would be, and there's a maintenance alarm on them also. So when you hear a beep, and then it's 7 seconds, and you hear another beep, and 7 seconds, and you hear another beep, then it's probably that the batteries are going to come to the end of life, and you need to replace it. If the smoke alarm is ringing, or the CO alarm is ringing, then it's some type of alarm, and it's doing what it needs to do is to let you know that you need to get out and get it checked as far as calling the fire department. The CO alarms, same way, but the CO alarms have a tendency to have a shorter shelf life. A lot of times in the wintertime when you start your furnaces and so forth, you might get an alarm on them, and it may not be any CO present. It might be just the alarm finally has got to the end of the shelf life and needs to be replaced. Our experience, my 54 years of firefighting, I've dealt with a lot of fatalities and fires, but I've also seen a lot of good successes. And all the successes that I've seen, most of them have come to a good working smoke alarms in the building, a good escape plan, and making sure that everybody gets out. The reliability of the fire department is good. We're on our way, but you got to realize we're volunteers. It takes us time to get them mustered in the middle of the night, especially, and you're looking at quite a bit of time frame. So if you can't get out of that building when you got to make that 911 call, you're in serious trouble. So it's critical that you make sure that everybody is aware and knows what it sounds like and knows how to react and knows what the escape plan is.